said a lot of men are single focused, but a lot of men are logical thinkers, right? We do think like this. We look at one thing and say, okay, why is this happening? And they will look at this and say, that's why it's happening. And they will go back and look at this, and then look at that. And then we start picking the puzzle together. Because men are builders. Let me cook. Let me cook. Right? So what happens is you ladies are so children that we say things, we say things, you may not understand it. Because we've taken the time and did our research. A lot of people watch social media. A lot of people are surface watchers, right? The surface watchers. Me, I've always been a guy that examines everything. So like say that, right? I've been doing it so long. When I watch someone else's channel, I watch all of their content. I even watch. They don't all watch. Right?
There was a woman with a gun. You can't be here. You're not safe here. You're going to die. You're not in your right mind. I tried to tell her about my friend. How we had everything we needed. How happy we were. But she didn't understand. I buried the gun beneath the tree, 20 miles from here.
Real talk alert.
Men change. In my opinion, yes, they can change, but only for the right person. So many women spend forever in a relationship wondering when their man will change. Honey, they're only going to change if you're the one to them. And that's because they would do anything to please you. Sometimes they say they're going to change, but then of course that's the job. What I've noticed is if your man is truly in love with you, he's going to do anything he can to please you. To get real with you guys, me and my boyfriend have been dating for 6 years, and at year 3, we were just going through a rough patch. It was during quarantine, so we were just in close quarters, and I had just very high standards, and I felt like he wasn't meeting those standards. One day, I almost even walked away from our relationship because I told him that I needed to change or else I couldn't stay in the relationship. Well, guess what? He completely changed those standards that I wasn't satisfied with, and it's been 3 years since, and he has maintained that change. Not only is he just genuinely a great guy, but I know that he is my soulmate and that he has so much love for me because he was willing to completely change and maintain that change, which is the hardest part for men. For some reason, men like to randomly trick you into changing just so that you can stay, and then they just reverse and go back to how they were. A truly changed man is a man that actually maintains that change for you. If your man hasn't been changing for you just by casually asking, here's what you can do. You can fully walk away from him because that will show him what it's like to lose you. If he truly wants you and cares about you, he's going to come out with you and make sure you get change.
Had to backtrack.
I'm
barely hanging on here, mate.
I need to tell you something. You're the only one I can trust. I keep coming back. Somehow
No time for a heart-to-heart. Get me out of here.
A lot of times they try to change men who don't want to change. You don't have to change.
Yeah, I found my house.
And this is the issue.
Don't get in the tub.
Men can't change. That's why you have that.
Yeah, I already got the tub.
On
Yeah, I already got the tub.
Right, on
I did.
podcast. Hey, what he said.
I did.
Our position is that we have a lot of different opinions in natural wealth of conversation. But I'm not talking about getting chastised or belittled. No,
how can the eclipse change things underground?
I'm talking about regular conversation. And I'm talking about conversations that are based on. For example, someone could say, I think Tom Brady is the best quarterback. I could say, I disagree. I think Drew Brees is the best quarterback. Other person might follow up and say, no, Tom Brady is the best because of X, Y, and Z. I could respond and say, well, no, I think Drew Brees is the best because of A, and Z. There are men out there that would respond to this natural flow of progression conversation with, you're being argumentative, you're challenging me. And these are very regular conversations. Some men will do this and why, well, you must have said it a certain way, you must have your tone, you must have, you're always trying to work with this instead of looking at the fact that there are some men who cannot fathom a woman. There are some men that cannot fathom or just having a different opinion that is 100% her own. Saw a woman post on Reddit that her and her husband were discussing when they should cut the grass. It was raining, so we had obviously grown it off. He said, I think I should cut it today. She said, no, I think you should cut it tomorrow because it's supposed to rain again today. She said that man got upset because she challenged him. That is a red flag in my book. 100%. A different opinion or even a disagreement is not automatically an argument. I know that it's a gender issue for them because they can debate all.
No. First, she's playing men are not living focused about sports. If you disagree on something like that, and get an attitude, childish, maybe someone else, right? And then for somebody, positive behavior. But all that's the grass. She was dead wrong. She had a right to be upset. Just make one thing and think the other. You have to understand, so things, big sports, cutting the grass, if anything, maybe that's grass down, so the little rate right? And you might be getting your cut like that. You didn't get that together, but so you're watching people say, oh yeah, right. Something like cutting the grass, man, he's like, you need this work done? I'm trying to get it done now. That's how men are. You can't change that about men. Men will always argue that they want now, especially men. That's just different. And it's just wrong. That's what fucking like that. I didn't know. I never thought of a man honestly, like, and I don't want to hear what she's going to say. I'm going to have her make a description if you want to watch the video. You can link my description. So I'm just going to read this. Same woman, just up their face at you. Try to make you feel less, and then you oppose them in public. One gives any therapist.
The dreaming spire, the throne, the first and the last king. I said I'd find it. I wanted to help.
So maybe you keep going.
All I ever want to do is help. No. Enough. The throne is for me. And it pleases.
This is great.
Historically, women have been raised as women. It is quite normal for a woman to be a long-suffering wife or girlfriend. As a matter of fact, that is our default setting. That is the way we are raised, we're conditioned, tolerate, because many of us have been led to believe that love comes with struggle, right? Struggle love has been normalized. Our grandmothers go through it, mothers, aunts, sisters, cousins, most of the women in our society, we have seen them endure. We have seen people stand up and give speeches during their wedding where they talk about all the trials and tribulations the man has put them through. And here they are today, in presence of friends and family, making a commitment. There is always some speech about struggle. That has conditioned a lot of women to think this is normal, but it's not. And for years, for decades, men have been able to get by. They have been able to put women through hell without any pushback, without any consequences. The bare minimum has been normalized for men. So when you see men doing things like being kind, helping around the house, that's actually applauded. That's seen as something amazing and rare.
Yeah. I saw a lady, mother explain it to me. She said, oh, why can't I get the man that likes me that has money? The man that likes you that has money, likes you. And that's who we like to do. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, and you think
Lucenite. That's what Saltari calls this resource. But that name does not capture its glory. It made this world possible. It made them wonderful. Were they so magnificent it was created for them? Did the shore look down on them with splendor and shine its bounty on Carcosa? hallucinate.
But you know what happened? Let me tell you.
I wonder what the ancients call it.
It's me. That's what you really tell. It's me. That's what's right. You think that's getting funny? Right? It sounds ridiculous, but that's what we said. It's me. I guess it's me. That's what it is now.
Or just women end up losers because they never learned when or how to check their ego. Have y'all ever seen a woman bending over backwards trying to prove herself to a man, and you look at the man and it's like, you're out of control. What are you doing? That woman is likely speaks with her ego, and she cannot fathom, I have this, I have that, I'm bringing X, Y, Z to the table, and he's refusing to see it. Let me pull his eyes a little wider, and let me show him, and let me hold up the magnifying glass so he can see who I am. And I hate it so much. And I don't have a wise or motivational or inspirational quote to give y'all or like a message or anything. Well, I guess I just have a message. The message is stop and check your ego. No matter how beautiful, smart, ambitious, fit, funny you are, there will be people out there who do not see your worth. There will be people out there who see your worth and then they ignore it. There will be people out there who feel like they're just overwhelmed by your essence. Let them go.
No. I got this. I'm getting fine. I'm putting all these things down. All the fun. Here's what I have. And then you can find really. You know what happened? Men have never appreciated that. Because if you find, but I'll be for a lot of people out fine, alright? A lot of people not something, yeah. But because you got that college education, then you're able to get a decent job. Some of them won't get a decent job, I can't lie about that. That doesn't qualify for a man. Because you provide everything. Man don't want to be independent. Think about it. I keep complaining about the man who don't take practice your gender. Complain about men who cheat that are children. Why are y'all thirsty for celebrity children? And the men would actually respect right they gender. Nobody can be children. Maybe something like that. They run away. Yeah. And maybe when they go to chase men, or maybe they go to chase men, like this more thing. Really make sure you're a person before you waste their life. That's what I get dealing with my own days of my trying to chase men to get to the difference. I don't depend on all I do is 25 times. I don't pay attention. Thinking, oh, maybe she's different, and some of them are different, some of them are not going to be as but one thing I realized that women up there don't have what it takes to let it be. They just ready to get here and take a better work. And if you happen to somebody not working this time, she got to like this kind of reality. Like, as soon as you're at the finish line, they'll be there. Right? We show all the time. Guys will be successful. And not every guy, they try to do, they try to paint that picture that you can't help a guy when he's down and he's gonna leave. Not every guy is evil, right? But what happens when a guy marries her, green up, that's why it's important for every guy, even if she helps him to get her green up, right? But then she girl can't help him up. And then you know what happened, right? The guy hit me successful. He made me the cheater. He could have been a cheater the whole time she was with him. But you know what happened? And I understand it. Because I got a lot of that. And then you know that same thing just happened next time, right? Here at Clay Thompson. Clay Thompson, World Championship many times you change. That is all got to be right? But I'm not talking about that, right? I'm talking about having a time about it, trying to be. That's not the point.
Men know that if they yearn for validation, he loves to focus on us, he loves to hang up on their pictures, he loves to stalk them on Instagram and post crazy ass videos. He wants to do what they come up, he loves to have a damn feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's so evil that they give him a big shot to the more you say, let me have that here, like pass it and let's go. And like one no sale. Go get the next thing on the rock. And get that quick. You know what I mean? That's a big.
You see that right there? It's the catch. It's the catch on the rock. That's why.
Access. And then make his ass earn it again. When you move like that, not a ball is your court. He moves control and you gain it. Now you don't want to praise him for validation. The first one watching your story every single time you post, texting, you calling you back. Now you running the show. You wearing the director's hat. Cut. Stop tripping over these niggas and step over these niggas.
Single women, this is why things don't change, right? Because I was looking at something, I was looking at studies. This show, men are back and forth. In this show, then you have ladies trying to say, oh no, we're not dating. But everybody knows the story. I told about it, I'm not stop. Because it happens. Anything, everything. But you're not telling me don't care anymore. Because you ladies have played games for the longest. And even though these ladies are tipping it up. So men stop chasing, right? So
Hey,
now,
hold up, Jay.
I'm not in the football league.
a lot of times, so they chase everybody's way. That, and even the good guys now. I want my boss, as you saw in the first video, right? That's what's happening. The funny thing. We real wise guys want to be chased. If it feels like she's been on running a week on your real girl. He don't know they're trying to be. Because boy, they're probably not doing it like they should be.
We could learn so much from the operation here. Machines that looks like a self-sustaining engine that could solve humanity's every problem. But no, it's Saltari's now. Just like me. Just like all of us.
It's trying to be chased. It's you chase behind the blade. It's some just because it's something not just because that you think that now you reach because you are that's the human run out and have to pretend to that. And it could be a stitch with that. What? I mean, he said it right. He said, you gotta tell him straight up. That's second too. Right? After 15 years ago, guys have to do that. be honest. You know, that he said, I look at it like, don't say nothing. That's the best way. So they don't confuse you. So they don't get back. So it's all I'm getting back at him. Oh. None. As you see, I say, this is the way. This is the way. Say nothing.
That was very interesting. So she talked about how women always come to her and be like, where's the men, where's the men? So evidently she gave them like, so okay, well, next day, I want you to count every man you see that day. And the women went out, they counted like, and they doing everything and came back to her and they counted. Now, nothing about stands out enough for you to be memorable. It would say stuff like, where's all the men? So I said I was going to say, I think that don't get that's what they like when you don't say all this bad walking around and ain't no attractive people. Have you ever thought to yourself that maybe men feel attracted the same way you feel? Like, have you ever thought about that?
Men do. I got a couple. Not this one, right? See, men don't look at you doll stuff or all that makeup on, that makeup, right? Men look at the inner. Men look at the edge of look at that woman, look at that doll, the highlight. That's me, I've learned that as I got older. Get the one showing. I'm telling you. Because these guys were younger, we had guys that are 50, 60, running around wearing the funky waters, with the same thing. Wonder why they ended up with having something. Alright? Because push comes to shove. Ladies are very cute. Like guys before she after 10 years, she had that same mindset the entire time. It's a reason why guys aren't dealing with ladies in the West. If they have that same mindset the entire time, they know they have a weakness. This is why then they don't bring them back home. And I think people like guys that bring them back home because sometimes they don't never die.
Yeah. What are the two most biggest fighters? Yeah. Which one's bigger? And that I count Saturn as bigger because of Saturn's rings. But those aren't even rings. They're made of dust and rocks and other things. Dust, rocks, asteroids.
Yeah, that happens a lot of times. Bitches have those blinders on. It's a problem. You know, I looked at some statistics. somebody right now. Somebody right now. Give it up. Yeah, this girl's not being right. Just go to the club. You gotta keep it down and let them know. That's
Where that come from?
Once you cross certain boundaries, once you show me who you are, once you are unbelievable, once you try to be married,
It's down the other side of my shoe.
we just had some basic. What you lying on me? Oh my God, it's a big one. We can't come back to this. I'm telling you, like, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you say. I'm done with you. I'm that type of person. Like, some people just don't understand. Everyone has a limit. And once it's reached, that's it. It's over for me.
What is that sound?
I'm so ready now, and I'm just not ready. I don't have patience for nothing. If I had a word, that's why I'm like, I'm ready.
For example, I was once talking to this and I
Now they're sitting in my too.
the only name I need to see on yours is your own name, maybe a designer, maybe. Why is everybody inspired all the time?
Children, run from these women. So you can't
I know Primary is telling you otherwise, but think twice before you grab hold of everything out there.
I'll use what I need. That's all.
Yeah, could you take my cap off?
I found something from Echelon 3.
What did you find?
It's just a log, but it's proof that
There was...
And then,
Dennis.
talking about some other money or alluding
No, my
to
cat.
house or car or business or something. I'm like,
He's inspired.
Please stop. I know
That's his inspiration. He's inspired. It's wild because of that. That's why I do what I do now.
Yeah.
I said, okay, these people.
We don't have steak testing on Friday anymore.
I'm inspired, motherfucker.
We have it on Thursday.
I gotta get it like that.
That's tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go above and beyond that. Because they're here, I'm trying to take it there.
Today, we were talking about the human body, Dad.
You should have spoke about it. You should have spoke about it, sir. Yeah.
It was Elliot. I'm always here for someone who like I was like,
What she said, that's where he messed up. He should have said anything to her. Because females are like this. Well, he learned his lesson.
you're not just like airport, bro. Like you're moving to an airport, or you know, or he's a really big fan of some singer, artist, celebrity, somebody, and it's like he is so excited to mention this person, be in a picture with this person, be around this person. Again, I can't. It just completely grosses me out. This is another human being. This is another man. This is another person. Why are you moving to this man? Like, it kills me. Like, it kills me. It tears me off so quickly. Like, you need to be a fan to yourself. Somebody else, or be a fan to God. Because the only man he needs to see a bow down to, maybe your granddaddy, your daddy, some other man in your family, maybe, but a complete stranger who happens to have some power and success, no. Or
Yeah, for Saturday, Mom's just taking surgery.
material way about this person, you can just tell, like,
At
the
8
celebrity
o'clock.
power. So they can
Not at night.
like,
I mean in the morning.
I need to get closer to the
She
person.
said she was gonna take me
The
somewhere.
moment I feel that energy, like,
She said she was gonna take me to Starbucks.
Right? You take a group of females.
Not to get
This
coffee,
is
because
what
I
we're
don't even
become.
drink coffee.
Take a group of men.
I know I taste it, but I don't drink
Right?
coffee.
What are they going to do? They're going to set up structure. Right? They're going to go to the guys with the most experience.
Why don't you get that
Right?
picture
They're
of
going
the
to go to the guy that's older or the
Because I
guy
don't
that
have any
knows
more house season.
what he is doing. They're going to pull